passion has been around helping communities of color and historically underrepresented and underserved communities, minority, rural, veterans, persons who are differently able, in the intersection of education, innovation, technology, industry, and let's throw some entrepreneurship in there just for fun. See more around innovation, incubators, accelerators. I love the idea of going from innovation to commercialization.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success. Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them if we don't speak up and get noticed? I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common.
5-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. You know, people ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it. To kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie?
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Andrea Adams, and I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Sasha Walton. Sasha Walton is a business strategist, CEO of SWI Management Group, a thought leader, speaker, best-selling author, and host of According to Sasha podcast. She is passionate about empowering entrepreneurs, especially women and creatives, to start and grow sustainable businesses through a strategic process in planning, marketing, and branding that drives results for increased visibility, productivity, and profitability while managing mental wellness. Sasha is the author of The Ugly Truth About Entrepreneurship, Keys to Managing Mental Wellness. She has become a prominent voice who's disrupting the narrative on holistic entrepreneurship and mental health. She has been featured in Authority magazine, Forbes, Valiant CEO, Associated Press, Amazon Life, Roku, American Express, Women Rise in Paris, France, and other stages and media outlets. I have the honor and the privilege of introducing to you Sasha. Sasha, we can't hear you.
I didn't unmute myself. I was so ready. I'm like, hi.
Hi.
Good. Hello. Good day. How are you?
I am doing great. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here on the Black Business Network. And we are just ready to just dive into some getting to know you. So I did read your bio, but you just tell us, share a little bit about yourself in your words?
Yes, thank you. And I am deeply honored to be here as well. So thank you so much for the opportunity. So once again, I am Sasha Walton, everyone. I am a business strategist and the CEO of SWI Management Group. I have the beautiful ecosystem between my personal brand and my company. Yes, I do lead my company as a personal brand. And as a brand, I am the thought leader. I'm the international speaker, best-selling author, podcast host. I have a whole lot of like different titles under that. And I love just showing up in that way. But for my company, SWI Management Group, we've been in business for over 20 years. We started out in event production, so we still do that. And we do business development, strategic development with small businesses and entrepreneurs. And we work in branding and marketing as well. So we are one of those type of companies where, even as a business strategist, having the fusion with marketing and branding along with it. So that way our clients and anyone else that works with us, they can definitely meet their goals with ease and knowing the target that they're going to reach in the direction they're going. So that's what we're passionate about. We love working with entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs. I love creatives. I'm a creative myself. And that's everything in a nutshell, that is.
Wow, amazing. Man, before I even go into the questions, I know you have your podcast, and I can tell your voice is one of those that you would have the listeners just wanting to hear more of it. But we'll get to that. Can you share with us your personal journey? Like, what would have led you to write The Ugly Truth About Entrepreneurship?
Yes. So my journey, actually, I have a COVID story, and I know so many people who are out there watching, whether if you were in business at the time, you were probably impacted by COVID. Like I said before, we've been in business for over 20 years and was working full-time full-time business, entrepreneurship around the same time. In 2018, I experienced a layoff from that job I was at for 20 plus years. And I went heavily into full-time entrepreneurship, scaling six figures, first 6 months into government contracting with event services. So fast forward 2 years later, full-time entrepreneur, bringing in my own money, setting my own goals, all that stuff. You know what goes on with it, right? And COVID happened and it shut down my business because the event industry was shut down for a while. And I went through my own mental spiral. And I saw so many things with myself. So many truths came out that I didn't know that was there because of the mental downfall I had, because I felt like, I was a failure. And so that led me to write the book because I relaunched, I gained it, I did the resilience and everything. I wrote the book because it's something to help other people. I believe in transparency. I believe that if we're entrepreneurs, we're transparent about those ugly things that do happen in entrepreneurship, even down to the point where we can't handle it because we don't have it all in ourselves. And we don't talk about that. And so I talked about it in the book, but I also talked about the beautiful parts of that downward struggle that I had. When we think back, sometimes those things are blessings in disguise. And I learned so many different keys to managing mental wellness. And I wanted every other entrepreneur to know that as well. So that's how I kind of went into that journey, was thrusted into that journey about a pandemic. But coming out as the personal brand when I relaunched the business allowed me the opportunity to tell my story and to help so many other entrepreneurs. So that's how we got here.
Amazing, amazing. So, in your own definition, how would you define ugly truth about entrepreneurship?
Ooh, ugly truth. I mean, it's those ugly moments, it's those ugly things that we don't talk about. I know so many of us out here, we are on social media, we see everything, the glit, the glam, all those things. We see the glory of the results of entrepreneurship. But do we see the grit? Do we see the dirt? Do we see the grind? Do we see the crying moments? Do we see the downfalls, all the failing parts that we went through before we got to the 6 figures, 7 figures, or so forth? And a lot of times people see those results, they run after that, knowing that that's for them too, but they don't understand what's going to get you there. And it's not always the best part. It is very ugly. I always tell people entrepreneurship is not for the weak at heart. And you have to have resilience. You have to, even if you don't, you will have it. If you if you really just want to get into the entrepreneurship game and you don't have that knack yet, it's going to teach you to have it, and you're going to build that strength. And so that's why I wrote that, or I came up with that term, the ugly truth. Not really came up with this out there everywhere else, but that's why I really wanted to really hone in on the ugly truth about entrepreneurship, because there's a grind with it. And like I said, I just love being transparent, and I believe that will help so many people.
Amazing. Yeah. So for sure, the listening audience, just like me, some of us are business owners, maybe most of us. So I'm sure that we all want to hear what exactly is the ugly truth, because to see if we are familiar with some of them, if some of them are similar that you would have experienced.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you're listening in, make sure that you pick up that book, The Truth About Ugly Truth About Entrepreneurship. Definitely, I believe there will be loads of nuggets in there. So you talk a lot, you link it, not just the ugly truth about it, but you link it to a very important topic. And that topic is a topic that many are technically kind of ashamed to talk about, because when you hear the word mental health, most times people think of it in a negative way. Mental health can actually be good, because it could be good, inspiring, uplifting mental health. But most times we hear mental health and you go into a shell because you don't want to be labeled or tagged. But what inspired you to focus on mental health? And as it related to the book Ugly Truth, how did the mental health fit in?
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so it fit in with my own experience. One thing I would say, especially as Black people, we don't open up. We don't open up when when it's something really going wrong. We'll have that mask on. We'll go around, just know we have it all together. That's in general life. But when we're in general life and we're business owners, we can take that into our business as well, or our entrepreneurship journey. And so for me, it was, like I said, going through that mental struggle that I had with the pandemic and closing down my business. I really went through, not knowing whether I wanted to redo my business, just be a regular employee and all these other things. But when I had that quiet time to myself, and I understood and I saw so much of myself where I was doing so much in the past, being overworked, burnt out, being numb to the burnout. I really enjoyed the quietness. Even though I didn't like it, I enjoyed it at the same time. So I went into the whole mental health advocacy because I'm a testament of it. Going through functional depression during that time, and knowing what got me out of it. So what got me out of it was the resilience. It was much prayer. If it, if everybody's a faith out here, or if you're meditating or anything like that, but it really was going in and becoming self-aware. We could walk around and say we're self-aware all the time, but do we really dig deep? And I just dug deep. I went through knowing what are the attachment, issues or syndromes or anything like that. We have those attachment styles that are out there. And sometimes when we have that as people, for whatever reason, we take that into our business. So for me, in the past, I was a people pleaser. I saw where that came in at. I saw where that was an attachment style. So I looked into those things. For me, it was self-help books that help. For other people, it may be support, it may be therapy or so forth. But coming into that realization of myself and being more self-aware, I started to implement practical steps. And those practical steps that so many of us, we hear about all the time, but we don't really engage in it. And that's prioritize the self-care. That is, knowing our capacity. That is, saying no, setting boundaries in business, because we can take on so much. And so for me, being an advocate of entrepreneurship and mental health, it allows me to merge the two together and help people to look at it from a healthy mindset approach in business versus just going in and just doing everything. A lot of times, like I started out, how we as a people, we don't talk about those things, but also as a people, we look at other things, we look at other people and see where they are. We try to get there really fast. And sometimes that adds on stress, that adds on anxiety, that adds on the thing of, if we're not getting there, then we're bogged down. We're bogged down within ourselves. So that's why that became so prevalent for me to want to help so many other people. One of the other things in the pandemic shut down a lot of businesses. And I know I am not the only one that went through that mental struggle. And so there are a lot of businesses that didn't find a way of coming back. So what fueled me in my relaunch was I want to help as many businesses from the ground up, just really getting into the strategic development of their business and so forth, but also looking at it from a mental standpoint of mental wellness. And so that's the thing that drives me. That's the thing that fuels me to really talk about this topic that's is rarely talked about together, and to really help people to zone in and focus on their own inner strength, their own inner health, and how well they can perform for their business and be more effective and efficient.
Amazing. So you talked about your personal story and where your mental health was significantly impacted about your entrepreneurial journey. Can you just give us a little, not giving away too much of your book, but a little peek into that?
Yeah. So so the things that helped me, so I guess you want to get into some of the keys of mental wellness. And so I have this 3R method, and it's refresh, regroup, and recharge. And so in the refreshing part of it, the key, I'm gonna give just several keys. So you want to take a step back. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we get into business for so many different reasons. And I would say most of us start a business because it helps to supplement our income. Sometimes we do it because we have a knack for something. We need to make extra money. We go into it. We end up being successful, and we don't know how to just separate the thing. And we're trying to find balance. Find that balance between your work and your life. You have to have it. You have to have it in harmony. And a lot of us, either we're working full time with a full-time business, we have a family, we have kids. Some of us may be in school at the same time. How do you find that balance? So you want to take a step back, because you are your business. And like I said before, who you are on the inside is going to reflect in your business. So if you can't take a step back and self-analyze yourself, look at where you're at in your business, look at, what's coming against you. You want to just kind of really slow down those anxiety moments. You want to minimize that stress. A lot of times it's taking a step back. Be honest with yourself. We don't like to be honest with ourselves. We like to hide behind the mask. I know a lot of times we talk about imposter syndrome. We're not showing up as our real selves and all this other stuff. But sometimes we're just hiding behind a mask. And that mask is say, oh, I have it all together, but you're still caving on the inside. I have it all together, but your business is still, is on sand. It's not on a firm foundation yet. So you want to be honest with yourself and where you are in that refreshing period. And so another part is being self-aware. Self-examine yourself. Be honest with yourself and self-aware and self-examine yourself. So in that way you can see exactly where you are. You have to be real. A lot of times we always say, oh, yeah, I want people to be real with me. And I'm real with you, but are you real with yourself? You want to be there. And that's going to help you to see those things, those ugly things about yourself. And it actually helps you to see the ugly things within your entrepreneurial journey, so where you can get the support. If you have a good support team, you have people that you can talk to that are willing to listen and that know you well, have them in your inner circle, especially if you can trust them with your heart. And then also, if not, find a therapist. It's okay. I've done therapy in other situations, but I'm more of a self-awareness type of person. So I don't really need the outer things. I can take some books, read them, and apply. If you're that person, find the right book for you. There are a lot out there about attachment styles and so forth. Find that right book, listen to it, put it on repeat, read it, however you do it. I do Audible all the time. So, but those are the things that's going to help you manage that refreshment part of yourself. And then so we go into the recharging. Before that, don't get caught up in the hype. Okay. Don't get caught up in the Joneses, what's going on around you. An entrepreneurial journey is a journey. Of course, we all are on it, but it is not cookie cutter. And I don't want to be so harsh with it. I don't really care about what other people say, because, a lot of times the people will set a blueprint and think that you're supposed to follow it. Sometimes your business is not going to fit in that blueprint. We always have the foundation. That's true. You got to plan, you got to have development, you got to have strategies. But what works for your business, you need to see that for yourself after you do your development and your planning. But a lot of times we get caught up in the cookie cutter part of it, and then we get frustrated because it's not working. And you might say, oh, I'm just throw in the towel. You start to procrastinate. You start to see those signs of that mental, downwardness that can happen, and it will put you in a standstill. So if you see your stuff becoming in a standstill, you start slowing down. You'll be like, oh, I just did that tomorrow. Or I don't know if I can do that. Those things that attacks your mindset, procrastination, fear, all these things will start to set in because you are stressed, you have that anxiety and so because you're watching everything that goes on. So know what's for you. Take the good parts of it, know what's for you, but don't get caught up in all the hype that's around you, and don't keep watching Joneses because they got the big houses and all the nice cars and they're saying 6-7 figures and stuff like that. But remember, they had to be at their 1 figure, the 2 figures, the 3 figures before they got there. And I love to say, it is a slow cooker journey. It's not necessarily a microwavable journey. We see the microwavable impact, but is it rinse and repeat? Is it that one-time 6-figure scale that they always talk about, but you never know was on that one time? So it's all a facade in some cases until you know the truth. So don't get caught up in it. Recharging yourself. That is the second R, is the recharge. And you want to take ownership. So all the work that you did in the refreshing part of it, you want to take ownership of yourself. We always talk about taking ownership and responsibility as business owners, but do we take ownership and responsibility of ourselves? And then when we do that, we show up with that effectiveness. We show up in the wholeness. We show up in those ways that you really need to show up in your business. Because remember, your business is a reflection of who you are on the inside. Okay. Know your capacity. This is the one thing I held dear. And I'll give an example. The know your capacity came up because I was not there mentally. I've always had people to say, oh, can I pick your brain? Or Sasha, we have projects, we have all these things. And I'm having my own business, but I'm helping other businesses scale as well. And I got to the place where I couldn't show up for them because I couldn't even show up for myself. I was on survival mode pretty much because I hit, big contracts, 6 figures, full-time entrepreneurship right after a layoff. So these are the things that you have to experience because you are that sole person that's going to make it happen for yourself. And I couldn't. So my phrase was, I don't have the capacity for this right now. I couldn't handle hard conversations and stuff like that. So I found that knowing your capacity and being honest and open about it is a key to managing mental wellness, because you don't want to take on more than what you can do. You want to be able to show up in the capacity that you can show up for. And knowing that the type of, the service that you bring to the table, you want to bring that same level of commitment. And if you can't show up with that commitment, then you don't have the capacity for it. So you don't need to take on more than what you can handle. Prioritize self-care. So in this recharge part of it, you want to prioritize self-care. Whatever that routine looks like for you, you want to put it into action. For some of you guys, it may be shutting down at 5 p.m. It may be, if you're working a full-time job, it may be, okay, you come home, take care of the family, you put a few hours into work, but you're shutting down by 10 o'clock. You don't want to burn both ends of the stick, because when you do that, you can't show up for your family, you can't show up for your job. And so you want to prioritize that self-care. It's the stepping away. It's a stepping away to care for yourself. And, whether that's going to the beach, whether it's sitting in nature, whether it's traveling, whatever it is that soothes you. It could be a glass of wine. For me, it's cookies. So I like to eat chocolate cookies, and I like going to the gym, but I disconnect. So you need to make time for yourself to disconnect, because it helps you to see back into your business and to see back into your families. Okay. And the last R is regroup. You want to regroup. So you refresh, you recharge, you're regrouping. And that regroup part is you coming back into your business, right? It is the seeing what it is that you need to have implemented in your business to help it make an easy process for you. So it is establishing systems. What systems can you establish within your business that will help you manage the mental wellness? Because we all know that when something's not going right in the business, it is going to impact you, right? So I talked about the other parts on the external factors that impact you, but what's not going to go right in your business can impact you. So if it's time management, how are you managing your time? We hear these things all the time, but these are so practical, but sometimes it's hard if we don't know how to do it or we haven't implemented it. So you want to do time management. That's a system. How many of you are using AI functions? You have your AI systems and things like that. Allow that to help you, speed up, be more efficient, especially if you're a solopreneur, especially if you have a small team and maybe your team is not there yet and you still hands on your business. What can you do to speed up the process and some of those long, tedious things? Developing your plans. I know a lot of people out here still don't have a plan. You're in business, but you didn't do your strategic development, but you are managing business. So sometimes doing that helps you to see clearly what the goal and the visions are, and you can map it out and know how to apply that time management piece to certain areas of your business. Okay. Know the timing of things. If you are a multi-talented person, you're a multi-skilled, like myself, I don't believe in niching down. I believe in niching accordingly. If you are that type of person, know the timing of when to release certain things. If you do too much too soon, it could be overwhelming. And especially if you have your business that you're growing, you want to put everything in place, and then you have clients that you serve. So make sure that things are in place for your business. That's why I'm talking about these strategies and systems. So that way you can effectively serve your clients as well, or if you have a product-based business as well. Build your team. As solopreneurs out here, we look for ways that we could build our teams. So you want to, do that. Not always family and friends. Family and friends can be good for a little bit or whatever, but you want people who can see your vision. You want people who have that drive. You want people that you can trust with the work and you can take your hands off. You don't have to micromanage. Being a micromanager is still not being effective in mental wellness, because you're so busy still on everything else when you pull yourself back, when you have people you can trust. So these are some of the things, there are more in the book, but these are some of the things that, I love to hone in on, because it is so important. And once you have that, everything else is a breeze.
Wow, you've given us so much information. Like, I am definitely, I love books, and definitely I'll be grabbing a copy of your book. I want to go in a little bit more into self-care. I know that you're a big one when it comes to setting boundaries and dealing with self-care. So just share with us as entrepreneurs and business owners listening in, why is it crucial that we should set these boundaries?
Yes, it is so crucial to set those boundaries because you have to be able to be full within yourself. That would say you can't operate in a glass half empty and things like that, or people look at it as far as like looking at it with the rose lens. You got to be a cup half full, whatever, wherever it goes. But if you look at it to a point in your business and yourself, and you can't operate halfway, right? You need to operate in the full glass because you need to be full for yourself. And the overflow is what your clients get, is what everybody else see, what everyone else get, whether your customers or your clients. But if you're not full in yourself, how can you do that? So you do that through self-care. And so, like, once again, some of those self-care tips, what does that look like to you? Set those routines. For me, it was coming back into business. Like I said, I went through that downward, that quiet place I was placed in. I was placed in that quiet place, but it felt so good to be so light coming out of it. So I knew I had to hold on to those things. So when I prioritize self-care, it is cutting off at a certain time. I didn't do that before. I was the one to be up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, turn around, wake up at 6 or 7 to do other things. Or like I said, when I was working at the time, I would do that. So now I cut it off. That's part of self-care because you're caring enough about yourself to know that you need some downtime to be able to unwind, not to be wound up all the time. So set that routine. For me, I love sitting at the beach. I love being able to just listen to the waves, to be calm in my mind, to be at peace. Some others, it may be breath work. It may be some things that you can help to minimize your anxiety. We still have this physical body that we have to manage, and who we are all the time. Like, some people may be high anxious people just by nature. And then you have a business on top of that. How do you calm yourself? How do you relax? How do you pull away without like stepping back completely? But how do you pull away within yourself? That is through the routines that you can implement. Is it journaling? Is it so many other things that will help you take anxious thoughts out of your head and put it on paper? Whatever it is that looks like for you, you want to do that. Another way of prioritizing self-care is those boundaries. It is saying no. It is saying, you can't take on everything. And some people may say, oh, that's being, you're not being productive. But at the same time, if you can't show up, if you don't have, that self-care part of it, and you're not setting boundaries, then you're continuously overwhelmed. So how can you be productive in that? So it's like, one of those two-edged swords when it comes down to it. But you want to look at the fact of, if you can't take on that project, don't take it on. If you don't have enough staff, if you have too many other projects as it is, you don't want to take on more than what you can take on. So it is okay to say no. No is a complete sentence, but you have to make sure all these other things are in place. And, like it goes back to the systems part, but prioritizing self-care with the boundaries, being able to step back, being able to cut things off, know when it's time to just shut it down. That's most important. And I think that when you have that, then everything else, you'll be able to put in play and more action better.
Amazing. Wow, you've gone through a lot talking about maintaining your balance and all these different things, implementing systems, etc. What legacy would you like to leave as it relates to the entrepreneurial community and regarding this mental health and wellness topic?
Oh, wow. The legacy, that's a great question. Thank you. The legacy I would love to leave is that we don't have to be the be all for everybody. A lot of times we are the be all and end all in our families and everything. But, in entrepreneurship, you don't want to take that lifestyle into entrepreneurship. When you're looking at legacy, you want to leave the greater parts of things. It's the positive impact. It is the, of course, the profitability. It is, the business and so forth. It is the, being able to do something that the previous generation, your family wasn't able to do, being able to have that. But you want to be able to show up in a way that mental part of it and that legacy is that you are healthy. You are healthy within. You are healthy within your mindset. You're always productive. You're always efficient. And if those are the things that I can just leave, and that's the legacy part of it, and I could just drill it in, and you know that you could just go forth and just say, okay, I remember I need to take that break. I remember I need to do this. Because here's a great example. When you're an employee, how often do you take a vacation? When now something, we got these diehard workers that, it's hard to say, well, I didn't take a vacation in 6 months. So we want to apply that to your job too. Make sure you take those vacations because they're there for you. I call them mental health days. You want to be able to regroup in every capacity that you're able to do, whether you're working full-time, have a part-time business, if you're working, thinking about starting a business and so forth, the same mindset you want to have everywhere across the board, even down to our family sometimes. But that legacy part of it is being able to just say, you know what, I am taking ownership of myself just as much as I'm taking ownership of the things around me and taking ownership of my business. And when you could do that, and like I said, I use that example of being an employee, taking that vacation day, be that entrepreneur that know how to put their self-care first. It is the same as taking a vacation day as an associate.
Wow. I always say to people, you should never feel guilty to take time for yourself. I believe we tend to feel guilty about that, especially when it's for loved ones and we believe that we need to make that sacrifice. So, can you share with us how best it is that we can be able to get in contact with you, the audience, and also just give us an overview of what is it that you would want your listening audience to take away today from you?
Yes, yes, yes. So, everyone, you can reach me, you can email me, info@swimgtgroup.com is the best way to remember. It's info@swimgtgroup.com, or you can text me at 1-833-273-8983. And really what I want you to take away from this is to first recognize the signs. Recognize where you are within yourself. If you are burnout, if you are, overwhelmed or so forth, if you are anxious, cultivate the self-awareness. This is the second part. Implement that 3R method. Refresh, regroup, and recharge, or no, refresh, recharge, regroup. You want to do that and set those healthy boundaries. So when you're doing, those are the main parts I want you to take away from this. But prioritizing self-care and being self-aware, please don't forget that and set those healthy boundaries.
Wow, thank you so much, Sasha. It's an honor, it's a privilege to have you here on the Black Business Network today.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as well. Thank you.
Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for May 2024. NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, The Hello LLC, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith LLC, 5-Star BDM Media, Margie McLean Foundation Inc., Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milan Chennai Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style. And it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. People asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I said, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
Dr. Eric Kelly III, and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
Have you ever seen a parent stressed out and needed a stress reliever with their child? One morning, I was coming out of a store and saw a mother and her 3 or 4-year-old son. She was highly upset, actually beginning to yell at him. However, the more upset she became, it seemed the calmer the child became. He sat down on the sidewalk, crisscross applesauce, folded his arms, and looked up at her with a smile. You see, the angrier she became, the calmer he became, because he had the control of the situation. Hi, I'm Frizelma Lynn. I am the CEO and founder of Frizelma Teaching Parents, LLC. I'm a retired teacher, school district administrator, an author, speaker, and I am the Parenting 911 coach. My mission is to rescue families by equipping parents with proven, effective, and practical strategies to enhance their parenting skills. Many times we as a society expect parents to teach, train, and raise their children without providing the necessary tools they need to accomplish this. However, parenting issues cannot be resolved without intervention. Therefore, Frizelma Teaching Parents has provided coaching programs, digital courses, and live webinar trainings to provide step-by-step research-based parenting strategies, even for parents whose children are disrespectful, defiant, for those who have been diagnosed with ADD and ADHD, and even for parents of adult children. No longer will you have the need to feel like you are a failure as a parent. You'll now have the tools needed for each situation. Trust me on this one. Go to www.parenting911.org. Book a 15-minute strategy session with me or choose one of the coaching programs. Our training helps parents relieve stress.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader, an expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Andrea Adams, and I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Tyrone Poole. Tyrone is a former professional athlete and current author, speaker, inventor, entrepreneur, and fitness evangelist. However, his greatest passion is the Tyrone Poole 38 Foundation and its 3 pillars: education, fitness, humanitarianism. Despite attending Fort Valley State University, a small, historically Black university, Tyrone's athletic ability caught the attention of the biggest and highest ranks of professional football. Drafted in the first round of the National Football League NFL draft, Tyrone went on to play 14 years in the NFL, 12 of those as a starter, and won 2 Super Bowls. And the New England Patriots under legendary coach Bill Belichick. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is required. Tyrone lives out this message in countless ways, from hosting Ultimate Success Life Skills seminars. I am just privileged. I'm just honored to be able to introduce to you all Tyrone.
Hello, Miss Adams. How are you doing?
I am doing excellent.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And greetings, all of the viewers and all those that are watching Black Business Network. I hope that everybody is full of energy, full of love, life. You're about to get into a great segment with me. So I'm ready to work that thing, Miss Adams.
Okay, great. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Tyrone Poole. I am a former professional athlete. I'm also the founder and CEO of Work That Thing Supplements and Apparel. And for over 22 plus years, my body was my business. And my body is still my business. So I guess you kind of say that I am a doctor in the health and wellness department. And I want to let you know this too, that your health is your wealth and your body is your business. Now, before I jump into what I want to talk to you guys about, which I'm going to talk to you about your body is your business and your health is your wealth. I want to ask you guys 5 questions. Ask you 5 questions about your health. Now, I want you to seriously answer these questions. Because again, your body is your business. And everybody's out here trying to chase this money. You're staying up until 3 a.m. in the morning. You haven't gotten any sleep in the last 3 days. And guess what you're doing? You're working for somebody else because you're not going to be around to spend that money. And you're going to end up giving it to somebody else. So all your hard work, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. But today, we're going to fix that. So the question I want to ask you, have you been experiencing any new or unusual symptoms lately? Second question, would you rate your overall energy levels and fatigue levels? Would you rate that a 1 or a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate your energy levels and your fatigue level? If you're talking about your energy level, are you a 10? Do you jump out the bed ready to go? Or would you say when you get out of the bed, you got to go get your coffee, you got to drag yourself to the kitchen? That's a problem. How about your fatigue level? Well, I start doing things and I just don't have no energy. I get tired very easily. We need to fix that. Third question I want you to ask yourself. Are you currently taking any medications or supplements? If so, have you noticed any side effects? Because some of this medicine people that they make for us, really, it's not to help us. It's to keep us coming back. So, like I said, today, it's going to be an awesome segment. My 4th question, have you had any recent changes in your weight, your appetite, or your sleeping patterns? And my last question, how often do you engage? And this is real important. How often do you engage in physical activity or exercise? And are you noticing any changes in your level of fitness or your ability to perform your daily activities? 5 important questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for gathering here today. It's my honor to speak to you about the topic that lies at the very core of our existence, and it's health. You know, there's an old saying that goes, your health is your wealth. And as I alluded to, that is a statement that I profoundly believe in. And I'm going to add to it, and I added to it. And I extended the notion, the perspective that your body is your business. So let's talk about your health is your wealth. Now, I want you to imagine a life where you possess immense material wealth, but you lack the health to enjoy it. Remember that little scenario I told you? You got immense material. You got houses. If you're in real estate, you got real estate. You got real estate on the East Coast, the West Coast, domestically. You got money in the bank, domestically and internationally. But that money is being used to keep you alive. You're not enjoying it. So can you truly appreciate the fruits of your labor? If you're constantly battling illnesses and fatigue, that's not good. Health is the foundation upon which all other aspects of our life are built. And even just talking about relationships, how many of you, where your age and your stage, if you're a single person, how many of you will want to marry or go into a relationship with somebody who got health problems? That's just like somebody got credit problems, right? You don't want that. No, you're going to end up taking care of that person. So you see how your health and your wealth is vital, not only from a financial standpoint, so you can enjoy it, but relationship. Because I know me personally, I am not looking to try to take care of nobody. So without good health, people, even the most luxurious possessions lose their value. Health is not just the absence of disease, it is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Yeah, I said mental. There's a lot of people out there that don't have good mental health. You're stressed all the time, your hair falling out, you're going to get the weave. But them beauticians, they be glad to see some of us come in. You had another stressful week, huh? Oh, well, let's add another $500 and put you some more hair on your head when you could do something about it yourself. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to bring you Work That Thing supplements and apparel, because I want you to enjoy your pursuit. I want you to have passion. I want you to achieve your goals that God Almighty gave you the ability to do. And I want you to be able to connect with others and show them what good health is all about. Health and wealth. Your body is your business. So whether you are an entrepreneur, a professional, a student, or a homemaker, maintaining good health is essential for productivity and happiness. This is why investing in your health is the most important investment you can make. Just as you invest money to grow your financial wealth, and I'm pretty sure you're going to hear a lot of people coming on here telling you about how to grow your financial wealth. But how many of them are telling you how to grow your mental and your physical health? You know, I'd rather have great health at the end of the day than to have great wealth, because the wealth can't give me health, but my health can go get me wealth. So let's stop majoring on the minor and minor on the major, or we're minoring on the major when we need to be majoring on the major. How about that? So investing time and effort into your health lifestyle pays dividends in the form of energy, longevity, and quality of life. Regular exercise, balance, nutrition, adequate sleep, and stress management are not just good habits, people. They are essential investments in your well-being. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who may be in their 50s and 60s. The only reason why you're working out now is because the doctor told you if you don't start working out, this high blood pressure gonna kill you. Now you're scared of death. You got death knocking on your door now, but you could have done something about it. But the fact is, you can still do something about it. Work that thing, work that thing, work that thing. So your body is your business. Talk about that. Your body is your business. What do I mean? Well, let's take this a step farther. Let's say, think of your body as your business, just as a business requires careful planning, regular maintenance, and strategic investment to thrive. And guess what? So does your body. Just like you take your car in for oil changes, your body's the same thing. I'm about to make a joke. I'm about to say, well, you know what? How many of you on a regular, how many times do you go to the bathroom on a regular day? That's your body doing an oil change. If you're not going to the bathroom on a regular basis to relieve yourself, that's a problem. Your body needs to change its oil. Now, I know I'm joking, but at the same time, I'm serious. I know I stepped on a lot of toes. A lot of you are paying attention. That's why I'm here. That's why I thank Dr. Kelly for giving me the opportunity to come talk to you about your health and your wealth. And I want you to know that you are the CEO of this enterprise called you. And it's your responsibility to ensure that you operate at a peak performance. Whatever your favorite car is, that's what you got to do. If it's a Rolls Royce, guess what? How much maintenance you got to do to a Rolls Royce? Or how about a Formula One car? How about you are a race car? The more you have been given, the more it requires of you. Now, I want you to consider this parallel between managing a business and managing your body. Regular maintenance. Let's talk about regular maintenance. Just as a business needs regular audits and updates, your body requires regular checkups and self-care practices. You know, people would always ask me, well, Tyrone, how did you last so long in the National Football League? How did you last so long as a professional athlete? And like I said, I took my body. That was my business. That's how I made my money. I made my money with my feet, my hips, and my ability to think. So I had to take care of myself externally and internally. I went and got massages. I went to the chiropractor. I made sure I got proper sleep. I even invested into a hyperbaric chamber. That was my secret. And then I look at some of my former teammates. He's retired now, but Tom Brady played for a long time at quarterback, taking a lot of hits. How did he do it? I know he got up from the ground, and after every game, his body was sore. But you know, he put his body on that lift. When they pull your car in, they put it on the lift. Well, his lift might have been his bed. Might have been some type of cryotherapy. Maybe it was his masseuse. After the game, he put his body on that lift. And he said, you know what? Change my oil. Change my oil, because I got 7 days before I perform again. Are you thinking about your body like that? Or you just get up and, you know what? I'm hungry. Oh, you know what? There's a fast food place. Pull over. Oh, let me get the number 5 and some sweet tea. Pour more sugar in it. And also, can I get an apple pie with that? Come on, people. You're not serving your body no good. And eventually, just like a car, you're going to be driving down the street. And I don't know how many of you, and I pray that this never happens. You're driving down the street, and all of a sudden, your car starts jerking. And then, boom, silence. And now you try to navigate to the side of the road. You don't want your body to do you like that. You don't want to wake up one day and, oh, my goodness, are you grabbing your chest? Oh, what? Maintenance, people, prevention, preventative measures such as routine medical exams and a healthy lifestyle helps catch potential issues before they become severe, people. Second thing I want you to think about in this parallel between managing a business and managing your body. I want you guys to think about resourceful management, resource management. In business, managing resources efficiently is crucial. So similarly, managing the resources of your body, nutrition. Do you eat from all of the food groups? Now they say a old saying, if you want to know if you're eating healthy, the more colorful your plate, the more healthier your plate is. The more colorful your plate usually indicate the more healthy you are eating. Nutrition, you got to make sure you have managing your hydration. Do you know how much water you're supposed to drink in a day? How many of you know that? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know how much protein you're supposed to get in a day for your age, for your size? And you got to manage your energy. So all this ensures that you function optimally. You have optimal health production. Fuels your body with wholesome. You got to fuel your body, should I say, with wholesome food. You got to stay hydrated to get, and also you got to get sufficient rest. Now, the third thing I want to talk to you about is the adaptability and innovation in the parallel of business and your body. Adaptability and innovation. Successful businesses adapt to changing environments and innovate to stay ahead. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard people come on here talking about that. You gotta stay up with change. You gotta stay ahead of the game. Again, your body is your business. Your health is your wealth. Your body and your health requires similar adaptability. You got to stay informed about health trends. You got to be open to trying new fitness routines. Workthatthing.com. And you have to adapt your habits as your body and your life circumstances change. Now, I know a lot of people, I understand you can't be 18 no more. When I was 18, I was running all day. I could go run for 24 hours, so to speak. But now at the stage and the age that I'm at, I don't try to run all day, but I do continue to run. And I'll close with this, and I'll go to my fourth point. It's all about consistency, people. During the wintertime, think about this. During the wintertime, have you ever seen moving water freeze? Have you ever seen moving water freeze? I haven't. So it's the same thing with your health. If you keep the trend, if you keep a fitness routine, if you keep a good habits, your body will continue to move in the good health, the stream of good health. Now we can't stop things from happening, but we can prevent, we can slow it down. And I've seen people who go and get all these Botox injections and everything. Like if you take a look at them, their picture when they were 20, 30 years old, and you look at them now, you're like, who is this? Is this your cousin? No, that's me. What? You? Now they're trying to use Botox to keep themselves healthy when all you got to do is eat the right food and it'll put the collagen and keep the collagen in your body. I'm not telling you guys what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Like I said, I could be a doctor in the health and wellness department. Now, my fourth thing is long-term vision. Long-term vision. Business, body, the comparison. Businesses thrive when they have a long-term vision and plan. How many of you right now, your business, how many of you right now got plans for your business for the next 10 years? How about the next 5 minutes? Your body should be the same thing. Your health should be approached with the same foresight. Short-term sacrifices for long-term gains should be as choosing healthy meals over fast food or exercising instead of watching TV. All this leads to sustainable health benefits. So, in conclusion, as I come to an end, in conclusion, treating your health as your wealth and your body as your business is a mindset that empowers you to take control of your well-being. It is an approach that recognizes the profound interconnection between health and wealth, physical health, mental clarity, and overall life satisfaction. So remember, you have the power to shape your health destination, your health destiny. No matter if you have never exercised in the last 30 years, you can always start. Just like anybody who's never owned a business, you can own a business today. You just have to make a decision. So by making a conscious choice of prioritizing self-care, you not only are enriching your life, but also ensuring that you can continue to contribute to the lives of others. And I know a lot of us, we want to see our children have children, have children, have children. So let us all commit to safeguarding our most valuable asset, our health. It's not your bank account. Your most valuable asset is your health. And managing our most important enterprise, our body. So in doing so, we pave the way for a life filled with vitality, purpose. You can complete your purpose that God Almighty gave you. And you can complete that purpose with joy. So remember, people, your health is your wealth. Your body is your business.
Ramika.
Thing.com. Visit workthat.com. Workthatthing.com. Visit workthatthing.com and allow us to help you maximize your life. Our mantra is, what do? We work that thing. What is it all about? It's all about the E: energy, effort, efficiency, effectiveness. It's about everyone. Visit workthatthing.com. Thank you for having me here on Black Business Network, and hopefully I impacted someone somewhere. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you are speaking about things that move me, and I'm almost sure that the entire audience feels the same way too, because our health actually is one of our greatest resources. The only other thing I would put close to that is time, because of course, time does not have a value to it. It's invaluable. So both are, if we have time and we have health, then we have everything. So with that said, I know you spoke a little bit about being able to eat correctly, and instead of using the external things that people are using, putting into their bodies to remain younger, there are other alternatives like food, etc. And it's just about knowing. Can you just share with us a little bit about what you do and how do you help people to be able to attain that?
Definitely. Again, workthatthing.com. Make sure you go there and visit, check out everything we have available. We are a Black-owned business, workthatthing.com. But some of the things that I do, Miss Adam, like say, for example, and I had to charge you guys for this, right? What's the doctor's normal consultation call? What is it? Anyways, I say this. This is what I do. Say the Botox, right? I'm giving you guys something you could do for Botox, right? Now, you know that the body of your face is made up of muscles, right? And usually what happens when your face starts sagging, right? You start losing your collagen or your muscles start to get relaxed, right? So what I normally do, and this is something you can do, you probably do it every day, but you can maximize it. And what that everyday thing is, I sing songs. Now, when I sing songs, not only am I mentally, and I'm singing songs that are positive, songs that motivate me. Sometimes I pick songs that have affirmations in them. Right. So I'm speaking to myself, telling myself, oh, how great I am. So when I start moving my face and, really contouring the muscles, I'm working the muscles in my face, in my neck, just moving my neck as I try to pronounce the words and sing the song. So not only am I mentally making myself optimum strong, but I'm also working the facial muscles that keep the skin tight. And when I eat healthy, I keep the collagen in the skin. So those are simple secrets that we do every day, but we're so focused on other things. And then we go and, get needles put in our face and skin when we can do something about it ourselves.
I absolutely second that. It's amazing that you mentioned that, because I do my exercise routines. I do at least about 3 to 5 times per week, depending on my schedule. But one of the things that I actually do is do neck and facial exercises. It's just something that I felt as if it's needed naturally. So I'm on the right track.
There you go. That's why they say smiling is good, because when you smile, you use those muscles. So that's why you see some people smiling. They're like so big. So, you're like, why are you smiling all the time? Why you keep smiling? Really, sometimes you're probably working those facial muscles, like you said.
Exactly. Okay, so can you tell us what the process is like when we sign up with you? Like, just not without giving away your secrets, what is it like? Is it like we work with you for a certain amount of weeks? What is it like signing up to work under your care?
Yeah, well, actually, thank you again, Ms. Adams. Workthatthing.com, of course, is the site, but also I have a journal. I have a journal. It's called to be you can be a champion in the health and wealth area, and it is a journal that gives you a breakdown of how to exercise. I put exercises in there that you can do at your pace, at your time, but I'm giving you my professional opinion, what I have seen that has worked not only for me but other professional guys that I've been around, and I put it in a journal. So I put health exercises, and also I put eating a eating plan in there. I call it the 7-5-2. 7 days out the week, 5 days you got to eat healthy as you can, and then 2 days you're allowed to splurge. And I give you secrets on how you can splurge and still go and eat those Krispy Kreme donuts, and it won't show.
Oh, wow. I definitely am interested in learning more about that. One question I have, do you have like a gender that you work with specifically?
No. The human body, everybody has blood flowing through their body, so it doesn't matter what your pigmentation is. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. We all have a heartbeat. We all have muscles. We all have collagen tissues. It's for everybody. The E is for everybody.
Amazing. So another question I learned, and you can correct me because I'm no expert, but I learned that men tend to be able to, what would I say, lose weight and get back fit a little bit more faster than women. And women, however, we tend to have one major issue, well, two. One would be the collagen, in which you talk about in terms of trying to keep that youthful appearance. And secondly, tummy. Is there any specific programs that you have that target stuff like that?
Well, again, workthatthing.com. I actually have a specific collagen powder in the store, so that will take care of the internal. But when it comes to the external, this is the simple formula that I believe will help with any problem that a woman has. The simple math is you have to burn more than you take in, and you have to be if you do the right exercises, you get the right results. So many times we are doing exercises, but we're not doing them efficiently. And that is why we're not getting the maximum productivity from it. So again, my years of being a professional athlete, and I won a couple of championships, and we don't win those championships by coincidence. There are certain things that we have to do to get that result. So we have to do the right things. So again, I've learned that your body is the same thing. You have to do the right exercises and you will get the right results. Again, you burn more energy than you bring in, you automatically, it's like a hot knife going through butter. That weight has to leave because your body needs energy. So if you're eating healthy, a low whatever calorie diet or low fat diet, then your body first eats fat to survive. And then when there's no fat or less fat, then it starts to eat muscle. That's why they call it your body starts to cannibalize itself. Weightlifters understand what that means. That's why you see weightlifters, they're always eating because they're trying to keep their muscle mass, because if they don't, then the body, just like when a woman has a baby, the baby don't have to worry about if the mother gonna eat. If the baby's going to eat, because the baby's going to eat, it's going to eat off the mother. So that's why it's important for the mother to eat, so she stays healthy and she feeds the baby. So again, it's about eating properly and eating efficiently and burning the energy.
Okay, another question. So if I decide to come work with you, do you do like any routines? Is it like a 12-week program? Is it like a specific time, or is it lifetime?
Yeah, again, this is once we have a consultation, workthatthing.com, you can email and get in touch, with questions, but also the journal. The journal is probably the most important, and I'll consider this journal, praise be to God, it's like the Bible. This is the Bible of Work That Thing. So you follow it, and again, it's set up to where all you have to do is fill in the blank. because everybody's different. Everybody's different. But again, I have selected principal movements, principal dieting that, again, it's kind of like the broke person's diet, right? You don't need nothing against South Beach diets or vegan diets or anything, but everybody is selling something to try to get people's money. Well, again, my 22 years have shown me these are the general things that you can do and you can still be in great shape. Like I said, my body was my business for over 22 years and it's still my business and I'm still in great health. So the email us and we can set up an appointment and then we can elaborate and find the best a program. But that journal, Work That Thing journal is a lifesaver.
Okay, so I have still quite a few questions. If I grab the journal, can do that? Does a person have to do both? Do they have to sign up, or can they work that journal without signing up to work directly with you? Is it comprehensive in that aspect?
Well, you want to sign up. You want to sign up and you want to work the journal. You want to be efficient. I would say, well, I put it like this. You want to learn the technique, then you apply the effort, and then you get the maximum results. So you got to learn the technique. We got to talk so we can understand where you are and we can give more information on how to maximize the effort. Right. So we get the information, we learn the techniques, and then we apply the effort. And then that's where it goes. The more effort you apply, then the maximum results you're going to get. And if you're trying to work on your core, if you do it the right way, do the right exercises, you will have a washboard ab, because everything we need or we want externally, I'll close with this, everything we want externally is already internal. We just got to do the right things to bring it out. Some of us may have to work a little harder, but we can get that washboard ab. We can get that with those shoulders, or we can get those glutes that we're looking for. We just got to attack it in the right way. And that's where a person like myself comes in. And like I said, you can go to my Instagram, Tyrone Pool 38, and you can see my body. I'm still in shape. So I know what I'm talking about. This is not something I read some videos or looked at some videos on YouTube. I actually did this. I know it works.
Okay, so in terms of being able to access that journal, is it only available on your website? Which other platforms can someone?
Well, right now, I would prefer everybody go to workthatthing.com, workthatthing.com. That way you get an opportunity to see everything that is available. Workthatthing.com. Did we lose Miss Adams there? Well, I'll just tell everybody until Miss Adam comes back on. Again, my body was my business for over 22 years. There she is. I was about to go into a story and start telling them about my first days in the National Football League.
Amazing. I am definitely so interested in all that you have to offer, and I am certain that our audience is. So in closing, what do you want the audience to take away, and again remind them how they can reach you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'll be very quick. I think I pretty much said everything in a nutshell. Again, your body is your business. Your health is your wealth. You only get one body. You only get one body. You can trade in many cars. You can trade in your stocks if it's not performing well, but you cannot get another body. There's no body shops, human body shops, where you can walk in and say, hey, I've had this body for about 60 years. I think I want to upgrade and get a new body. Oh, no. If something is wrong with it, you either got to cut it off, or you got to do something to try to make it maintain what it's supposed to do. But anyways, your body is your business. You only get one. And the only thing is, go to workthatthing.com and give us opportunity. Again, we are a Black-owned business, and we cater to everyone because I believe everyone wants to be healthy. But we need to make sure we take care of our bodies.
Thank you so much for being here on the Black Business Network.
Thank you.
Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for May 2024, NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, The Hello LLC, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith LLC, 5-Star BDM Media, Margie McLean Foundation Inc., Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milan Chennai Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools. We help them implement, I love to leave the inherited lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income, and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. Wow. I nearly lost it all. Wow. When I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it. If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that? Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wallace.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then My son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, you know, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you know, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, you know, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, you know, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. You know, I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. You know, I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. You know, people asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.